disorderly whilst in duty.
Hey, this is mine!
Gentlemen, is he guilty?
This is mine! This lot here owe me a shilling! I need a shilling! Who pay it? I need a shilling! I need a shilling! Hey, leave me! Hey! Get off me! Hey, you! What are you doing up there? What?
This is the second time I've had you before me. For frightening women and bairns with your loutish behaviour, a disgrace to the tune.
No me. No me.
I'm going to sentence you to 7 days in the stocks.
No, you can't!
Wait. If you carry on like this, I might find you permanent home in the toll booth.
They couldn't keep me!
Anyway, 7 days initially in the stocks.
No!
And to be pelted with soggy wet sponges.
Hey, wait to me!
Let the pelting
I didn't like you lot.
Don't you dare! Hey, don't you dare! Yeah! Don't you dare! I don't you try, hey, you in the red shirt, I'll get you. Yeah, you couldn't hit a barn door. You're no better. Nobody know watch me. I don't think I like you. You pal.
One more.
You'll be for it. You will be for it. When see you hiding in there. See you hiding in there. I'll get you.
Save my voice. Well, the houses were built end on to the high street with their doors facing out into wynds or closes like this down here. Whole families would live together down these narrow closes, all together in the same house. Can you imagine? The houses were mainly built of wood with wattle and daub. And an average house might have consisted of 2 rooms, if you were lucky, and a thatched roof. A fire would be lit in one room for cooking, lighting and warmth, and the smoke from the fire was supposed to rise up out of the door or window and up into the thatch.
Hello, Mary. It's nice to see you again.
Well, I do wish I could say the same about you, but I'm in an awful hurry to get back to the castle with its flowers, and I have no time to waste.
That's not very nice. You've never objected before when we were close. I thought we were friends.
Well, maybe we are, but if you're really serious, you shall have to speak to my father,
Oh, boy, show us down, man!
as he knows what's best for me.
Right, I'll speak to him tomorrow. But would you mind if I gave you one kiss now?
Indeed, I would mind. Someone might see us, and then I would be talked about.
I wouldn't want that. How about, to show you like me, you give me some of the bread, that flour. I'm really hungry.
Certainly not. I might lose my job if I did.
Then we'll just have to risk the kiss.
Let go of me, Alan. I told you, no.
Part with a merts and a shell for this sacking.
Hey, what are you here again messing about with my stall for? You cannot just throw things around. This is the best cloth. The best cloth comes from weavers from Edinburgh, and this is Edinburgh cloth. You're always wanting something for nothing here. What are you wanting it for this time?
Well, you know I've got Wednesday clothes. This wouldn't last 5 minutes in that back.
Well, you...
And I've got a man, he's been told to be ready to go to war. He's getting part of the town levy. Oh, I need...
Well, you'd be wanting something black
something to
because he'd
make
be
a
coming
great
back
coat.
dead, won't he?
No, I want some to make a great coat and a,
Well, there
and
you
a
are.
cassock
What
to make
about,
a
what about
war.
this? Now, that's a great coat.
Oh, for
That-
goodness
you-
sake,
you-
that's rubbish.
You can have that for
They couldn't
tuppence.
have that. Look
What
at
up,
it.
open it?
Oh, look at it. Look at this stuff he's trying to
Look.
sell.
Ah,
Look at
open
this
it.
state
The
of
the
that.
prices are
Look
set.
at it.
The
Rubbish.
You picked the wrong one.
You're a scoundrel. You're a scoundrel. You try to get money off for nothing.
Look
I want
here.
a decent bet.
And listen, will you?
I am
The
listening.
prices are set by the folks here. I don't set the prices. I just can't. Do you believe me?
No, you don't say the price,
Well, they
but
do.
you buy this
That
stuff.
fella,
Rubbish.
that's what they sent them here.
Aye, and then you add your money on to adding on yourself.
Oh,
Come on, look, get away with you. I'm wanting decent stuff. Rubbish.
You can have that
It's trying
for
to give
four.
me that. It's trying to get me to buy that rubbish. Look
Oh,
at it.
no, he,
That's absolutely terrible. Look at that
Rubbish.
rubbish.
Here's me.
Where's your license for
I'm
this?
trying to work an honest business.
Yeah,
She's the
no,
one.
no, you.
Oh.
It's you. You
Put 'em in
just a
the
scoundrel.
stocks.
Wait, go on.
Get your get your decent
Come on.
Get out of it!
Oh, you got it.
There's rats in it! There's rats in it! It's rubbish he's trying to sell! Get mine! It's for
Ladies and gentlemen, you see before you a man both full of joy and full of sadness. Let me explain. My joy comes from the reading of this book, which I must tell you has wholly changed my life. From it I have learned to think, to ask questions, to wonder in the magnificence and detail of God's creation. All this is the fruit of one man's thinking, and that man is Renacius Cartius, or to use the language of his birth, René Descartes. This man is a genius who has found out all there is to know about mathematics, physics, astronomy, philosophy, and art. And not content with the sum of human knowledge on these subjects, he has spent his life adding greatly to that sum. But the most important thing of all things he has taught me is to doubt. Yes, to doubt. It seems so simple the way he explains it. In the pursuit of knowledge, 4 rules must be followed. Firstly, accept nothing as true unless it is clearly recognized to be so. But is this the end of it all? No. As long as his words are read, the wisdom of René Descartes will help shape the thinking of mankind forever. Now, I must let you be on your way.
Now then! I'm Sir John MacLellan of Bombay, 3rd Lord Kirkcudbright. I succeeded to the title 4 years ago, upon the death of my cousin Sir Thomas, God rest his soul. And he inherited from his uncle, Sir Robert MacLellan of Bombay. It was Sir Robert who, with 2 others, signed the contract engaging the good ship Planter to take the first group of Scottish colonists across the sea to the Americas. And they left from Kirkcudbright Harbour here in 1622. And it was Sir Robert later was made First Lord Kirkcudbright by His Grace the late King, Charles, the first of that name. And it was Sir Robert's father who built the castle you see before you here in 1580, 69 years ago. Now I fight, sirs, for the Solemn League and Covenant. I hope, gentlemen, that you support that cause as well. Otherwise, I may be forced to ask you to defend yourselves. These are dangerous times in Scotland. Dangerous times. Every man must decide for himself where he is to give his allegiance.
Trust, where can that go? girl be? Ah, Mistress Guthrie, come close. Have you seen my servant, Mary?
I have not set eyes on her this evening.
Are you sure? For she was making eyes at one of your sons, and he was
Wow,
making
yeah,
more
Guthrie.
at her. Huh, heckling from the back as usual.
As usual.
Another drunk. This town is full of drunks and full of loose women. I am afraid for Mary. She is my servant, and she must come back with me to the Isle of Man. I have sent her down to the river to see if the boat sails tonight. But I fear there is a storm approaching these isles. If you find her, Mistress Guthrie, send her straight to me.
Hey, hang on!
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hello! Oh, come here with me!
I tell you, you're looking good.
Oh,
Don't ask, best not to know.
I'll tell you in a wee minute for that farm attacking him. Hey, what do you think I am?
I've no idea.
Well, he's about to find out.
Annie Kennedy! Annie Kennedy, come forward!
Who are you looking for?
Gosh, you've changed. Annie Kennedy.
He led me on. He said, come on. Nay, like,
Sit down on the
Nay,
pit
like,
stool of Kennedy.
you wait till later.
Annie Kennedy, sit down.
Sit down there.
Provost, guard her well. Good people of Kirkcudbright and visitors to this town, may I warn you about this loose woman.
I am available.
Sit down. On Friday nights you can be seen waiting for the labourers to come out of these alehouses, ready to charm them with her saucy ways and lead them away from morality.
Any time.
She is nothing but a Jezebel. And you know what happened to her? Even her own eunuchs threw her out of the window, and the dogs ate her bowels. If you want to read about it, it's in chapter 9 of the book of 2 Kings in the good book. Temperance, my people. Do not be beguiled by her wily ways. Annie Kennedy, not even all the waters of the Solway could cleanse you, only the waters of baptism. Come to church and be forgiven. All you folk, come to church as well and pray for yourselves and for this woman, one of many in the town. Repent of your ways.